Hey y'all, it's Amanda. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to talk about the books I hope to read in the month of August. Alright y'all, so there is a huge pile of possibilities on this list. Who is surprised? Nobody. But I have a lot of early copies for review that I need to get done in the month of August. And I know a lot of people will do like ARC August, if you will. I think that's like a readathon or maybe some just sort of challenge for some people that have a lot of review copies that they want to get done, maybe through NetGalley or from the publishers or from authors. And so that really is going to be like my August is a lot of new release reading. So I hope to vlog some of these books. If there's any specifically you would like to see me vlog, please let me know in the comments down below. But I will link all of the books down below as well from Amazon or Baker Bookhouse if they are Christian fiction, so you can get the best deals for your pre-orders, okay? So without further ado, let's get into it. First, let's talk about the ones I do not currently own that are digital copies. And first, I'm gonna get my iPad out for this. We've got the Confidentiality Clause by Annah Conwell. This releases on August the 7th. This is the last book in her More Than a Game series. And this says, my best friend's brother needs help. And not just because he's the most annoying man on the face of the earth. Brock Jones is the definition of a workaholic. He's constantly on his phone and barely leaves the office. This makes everyone who loves him worry, namely his twin and my best friend, Sutton. She sends me to check on him, and I find out that he's worse off than anyone thinks. He begs me not to tell the secret. She agrees on a condition, it sounds like. And now they're spending more time than ever together. She is starting to fall for him. Cannot happen because I need someone who's husband material. And Brock has already said, till death do us part, to his job. So we've got a workaholic. It's the final book in that series and I'm looking forward to it. And we're going to see how this one goes. Then we have got the book club read for Tammy at the Protagonist Pub. I own this on Kindle. And I'm really looking forward to this, okay? This is cover alone. Look at this. Yes. It's giving all the travel stuff that we need, okay? So, this says, well, did I even tell you the name? No. The Road to Paradise, a vintage national parks novel by Barnett. An ideal sanctuary and a dream come true. That's what Margaret Lane feels as she takes in God's gorgeous handiwork in Mount Rainier National Park. It's 1927 and the National Park Service is in its youth when Margie, an avid naturalist, lands a coveted position alongside the park rangers living and working in the unrivaled splendor of Mount Rainier's long shadow. But Chief Ranger Ford Braden is still haunted by his father's death on the mountain, and the ranger takes his work managing the park and its crowd of visitors seriously. The job of watching over an idealistic senator's daughter with few practical survival skills seems like a waste of resources. Margie's former fiance sets his mind on developing the Paradise Inn and its surroundings into a tourist playground. The plans might put more than the park's pristine beauty in danger. What will Margie and Ford sacrifice to preserve the splendor and simplicity of the wilderness they both love? It sounds like a really good summer travel story. There's like 3 at least in the series. Really want to dive into more of these national park books because we did just do a national park puzzle and you'll see it in my upcoming vlog, but it was so fun, and so now I'm even more excited for this, okay? Those are the ones I do not own that are going to be on the list, and now let's talk about the physical reads. First up, we've got Jaime Wright's recent release for the Love Inspired Suspense, and that is Buried Wilderness Secrets, Cold Case by Jaime Wright. Obviously, I just said her name, but this is just a Love Inspired Suspense, her new release. It's set in Montana, got a park ranger, there's a cold case, there's this guy named Wade, he's a cold case detective, and somebody after her, honey, you already know. It's Love Inspired Suspense, it's palette cleanse, let's go. And it's Jaime Wright, all the things. Okay, so this just came out. I actually had the ebook from NetGalley, but never got to it, so now I picked that up physically. You'll see it in a recent, upcoming video vlog, and where I picked it up at Walmart, but I am really looking forward to that one because I love her books, and that's a really short little read, and I'm here for it. So next up, we have got one that's on the back list here, and that is Hurricane Season by Lauren K. Denton. And this is on the 25 and 25. I figured I might at least get 10 of these books done this year. I've only read 6 so far. The hubs is going to get me. So I figured we would just go ahead and pick this up because hurricane season is actually upon us any day now. And thought this would be a really good read for August. Okay, so this is Betsy and Ty. They are owners of a Franklin dairy farm in southern Alabama, and they have long since buried their desire for children of their own. Ty manages the herd of dairy cows. Betsy busies herself from the farm's day-to-day operations and tries to forget her dream of motherhood. But when her free-spirited sister, Jenna, drops off her 2 young daughters for just 2 weeks, quote, Betsy's carefully constructed walls of self-protection begin to crumble. The 2 weeks stretch into an Alabama summer, and they learn to navigate the new additions into their world. They revel in the laughter that now fills their home. Meanwhile, record temperatures promise to usher in the most active hurricane season in decades. And so we've got Hurricane Ingrid is coming in on the Alabama coast, and they have to make a decision that will change the family's future. They're protecting their farm, family, all of that stuff. So I'm really looking forward to this. I've read one of her books before and really enjoyed it. So then we have got a buddy read that I have with my friend Melissa from Mommy's Got a Book Obsession over on Instagram, and that is Welcome to the Honey B&B by Melody Carlson. I've really been looking forward to this book. I've not read her contemporary books. I've only read her Christmas books, and love the cover, love the yellow, the script font. This is probably my favorite of her contemporary covers that she has. Plus I like the one that says just for the summer, but this has the honeybees on it. It's so great. So obviously this is like a bed and breakfast type story, and it's probably just going to be a good contemporary story, contemporary romance. Got Jewel, who is on the brink of unraveling as she heads home to Oregon to take care of her father, who has early onset dementia. Her 13-year-old daughter is upset about the move. Her beekeeper dad is humorous and is a humorous handful, and her mom is overworked and overwhelmed. Finances are stretched tight. According to her father, the neighbors are nothing but trouble. Despite all of the challenges, Jewel takes on more when she convinces her parents to turn their decrepit farmhouse into a B&B to get some needed money. Her old high school flame turned contractor steps in to help, and that's all we need to know. So, gonna be reading this with Melissa, and I'm really looking forward to it. I can't remember when this came out. Oh, this is her new release from this year. So that's great. Love that. All right. Then we have got some new releases coming up. Actually, let me backtrack. Another buddy read I might get to if me and Lucy got time. We didn't get to this book in the month of July. And that is not My Hope Next Door. No! That's book 1. I already read that. We already read that, girl. My Unexpected Hope by Tammy L. Gray. I talked about this already in my July TBR. We didn't get to it. I do have the audiobook for this as well, but this is about Layla and Chad. Very layered, in-depth Christian romance. Book 1, will make you cry, so emotional, all the things. One of my favorite Christian romances of all time. But book 2, I'm gonna need all of the emotions bandwidth for this book. So hopefully we can get to that either in August. If not, we'll just keep pushing it out. No big deal. So anyway, now we've got the new releases. And the first one I want to talk about is Gelato at the Villa by Robin Jones Gunn. This is book 2 in her Sister Suitcase series. I'm pretty sure these can be read not as, what am I saying? No. I'm pretty sure these can be read as a standalone. What am I saying? I was trying to think about grabbing this book, Tea with Elephants, which is the first book in the series, and I messed up what I was trying to say. We're going to drop books. Come on, stay up there, honey. Okay, this is chaos. Do you expect anything less now? Tea with Elephants was book 1. It came out last October, and I loved this book. It was so good. Really great friendship story, traveling in Africa, all of the good things. And now we're going to Italy with these 2 friends. And the friends are Grace and Claire, and they have formed a friendship over their love of reading, many years and many books that provided many adventures. The time has come for them to go somewhere instead of only dreaming of someday. And so they're going to Venice, Florence, I don't know how you say that, Bellagio, I don't even know how you say that. I'm guessing. The Suitcase Sisters find themselves immersed in the magnificent works of art, and there's lots of gelato flavors, endless pasta variations of Italy. And they discover vulnerability to disclose their struggles in ways that they never did at home. Grace is experiencing newfound freedom and confidence in who she is, and Claire is wrestling with painful memories of her teen years. A special dinner party brings unexpected revelations about faith and God's nearness. They have then a life-changing moment on the shores of Lake Lugano, however you say that, causes them to discover they are not only tourists, but pilgrims on a path to becoming all that God has created them to be. Highly anticipating this book for the month of August. We're here for it. We're looking forward to it, okay? All right. I'm looking forward to everything. I keep saying that. Why do I keep repeating that? Because I am. Okay. So then we have got What the River Keeps by Cheryl Gray Bostrom. Highly anticipated release. I really enjoyed her other two books, Sugar Birds and Leaning on Air. This one is so anticipated for me because it's just, her writing style is so good, and I really enjoy her stories in the Pacific Northwest, and this is another one. In this one we have got Hildy, and she's a biologist, and she is studying the Pacific Northwest wild fish, and it's her passion and career. She has a very private life, reflecting on her childhood. And despite her father's love and mother's sympathy, she grew up constantly losing even her most cherished belongings, unable to recall where she misplaced them. Haunted by the confusion of those early years, she records her life in detailed diaries and clings tight to the memory prompting keepsakes. Her mother's health fails. Hildy accepts a job near her childhood home, and she joins a team of scientists who will help restore her beloved river and the demolition of a 2-century-old dams. There, Hildy settles into one of the cabins on her family's rustic resort, a place that she both loves and dreads, for reasons she can't fully explain. So then there's a local artist named Miranda who rents a cabin for her pottery studio, and Hildy shrinks from such a close neighbor. But then Miranda's carpenter brother named Luke shows up to help with the construction and captures her attention. And again, is that all we need to know? So, looking forward to this. And I love that this cover so much. I mean, this is a beautiful cover. Her covers are just always great, gorgeous landscapes. Then we have got another one that comes out in the month of August, and this is Last Light Over Galveston by Jennifer L. Wright. And I am very intrigued, you guys. This is set in September 1900, Galveston, Texas, and it says, only months ago, Kathleen McDaniel returned from finishing school in Switzerland to her family home in New York's Hudson Valley with a future of promise and privilege set before her. One horrific event shattered her picturesque life. Now she has fled as far as a train line and a pocket full of money would take her, finding refuge at this asylum on Galveston Island. Honey, what? And so it says that she helps the nuns care for their young charges and prays her past will not find her. Despite her tenuous standing at the orphanage, the grief and betrayal that drove her from home, Kathleen begins to make friends. We've got Emily, Maggie, and Matthew, all these people she makes friends with. And then one fateful day, Kathleen's life begins to crack as it becomes clear that she can't run far enough to escape her life. And then it said her former life. Then it says there is a storm crossing the Gulf from Cuba that is going into the area, and Matthew is holding to the belief that no hurricane can touch Galveston. Darkness falls on the island, and it's clear he was wrong. Another hurricane story. I'm here for this story. I really am. Like, there's something about this synopsis that intrigued me so much, and Tyndale has been having some wonderful picks for me lately. Highly looking forward to this one. I actually own, I think, all these other books by her, and I've not read them yet. So we'll see. I'm really excited about it. Okay. Then we have got When the Road Comes Around by Katie Powner. And this is a Christian contemporary story. I have read one of her books before. It made me cry. And now we are here with another one. So I feel like when I see her covers, I feel like I'm going to be crying. That's just the way it is. The other book was Where the Blue Sky Begins. Is that what it's called? And boy, did that make me cry by the end. So looking forward to this one as well. Amanda, you keep saying that. Anyway, here we are. But this says, in the small town of Grady, Montana, 24-year-old Tad has a reputation for trouble. When he lands a job at Come Around Ranch, his life seems to take a positive turn. He develops a soft spot for Sam, the Amanda, the ranch owners, I can't read, you guys. It's 11 o'clock at night. Why am I even reading the synopsis? I probably shouldn't, but here we are. The ranch owner's disabled son, and a special bond with TJ, a rescue horse with a poor reputation of his own. Tad becomes determined not to bungle it up this time. 48-year-old Anita is too young to feel so old, but rheumatoid arthritis limits her ability to work on the guest ranch she owns with her husband. It was a risk to hire Tad for the summer, but Anita is convinced he just needs a bit of encouragement to find his footing. What she doesn't anticipate is that Tad's presence at the ranch will change everything, including her relationship with her son. And when Tad finds himself in more than a mess than ever, he and Anita must learn when to hold on, when to let go, and what grace really means. It's getting emotional, and I am here for it. I'm here for it. Okay. Then we have got Lynette Eason's newest release, which is Final Approach. And this is book 4 in the Lake City Heroes series, okay? I've read all 3 of the first books, and I've enjoyed them generally. I think the 2 of them were released, I can't remember my ratings. They were like 4 and 5, but there was one that was like a 3. It's fine. So, we'll see where I land with this one. But this says, we've got an air marshal named Christine. Is that right? Christine? Yeah. I'm like, is that how you supposed to say that? She is not on duty when a hijacker attempts to seize control of the plane. Now, with all this stuff going on with the planes, I'm glad I'm not flying no time soon when I'm reading this. Anyway, that's next year. I gotta fly next year, but not this year. So we're good to read this right now. So yeah. So anyway, there's let's see, what am I saying? He attempts to seize the control of the plane, and her and her friends are on, and as they head out on a much needed vacation. She jumps into action. She's aided by a special agent, Andrew. We'd love to see it. Christine thwarts the attack and the plane lands safely. But as the investigation into the incident gets underway, they are confused at every step. So they working together to figure this out. Okay? Yes. It seems like a good book to read right now. With everything going on. So then we've got another new release, and this is the last book I'm going to talk about, because usually on these TBRs I kind of put like 10, 12 books on here, and we'll see kind of where things go on at the end, okay? But we got Things We Keep Hidden by Lynn. This is one that she sent me to read and review, and I really enjoyed her book, The Summer Keeping Secrets, last year, and so this was one of my most anticipated releases. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it in the anticipated releases video, but this has definitely got a heavier topic, and I really like her family storytelling as well. And so this says, a threatening note, long buried secrets, and their friendship tested. So it's kind of like a mystery as well. When I read the synopsis, you'll see. So the last time lifelong friends, Peyton, Isley, honey, names. Anyway, we got these friends, 3 friends, and Clara were together. Clara broke their unwritten rule and brought up the one thing that they never talk about. And now, more than 20 years later, after their friend Cece took her life, they must confront that night as the 3 women and their husbands, plus one unexpected guest, gather at the Breckenridge vacation home, Isley's vacation home. Tension is already simmering just below the surface of the relationship, and they're all left shaken when a cryptic note arrives. Tell the truth or I will. Who's this message for? What's it referring to? What? We got all the things. I need to know. I need to know. Okay, she's got so much going on in this book, you guys. I'm telling you that right now. So, highly anticipating this one, for sure. Okay, is that everything? Probably not. So that's everything for right now that I can think of. I'm just barely getting by with videos, sisters. There are a few readathons happening, I know, in the month of August. I know Christy A. Cole and Lucy, they are hosting one. I will leave an announcement down below. I cannot even remember what it was called. We're going to have to look this up. I'm so sorry. It's a very unique one, but I just can't remember what they were calling it. Okay, I just want to tell you guys about it because your girl has no bandwidth to host a readathon right now. Barely even participate. But I want you guys to know what's going on. So Christy A. Cole, she is doing, let me find it, the End of Summer Jam, an August mood readathon. So I'm going to leave her announcement video down below for this. And she's got several people who are co-hosting. We've got the Lucy Chronicles, Reese from the Writing Songbird, Molly J. Books, and Bookish Kelly. And so it sounds like a really unique thing. There's some prompts, like just reading whatever you can, and mood reading, and how did the book make you feel. It's all surrounding like how you're feeling about the books, and that's kind of fun. So again, she's got a graphic. Let's open it up. Let's look at it, y'all. Y'all want to? Why not? We 24 minutes in. Come on. So how cute is this? Love the colors. Oh, y'all, I can't even see that. Love the colors. Okay. That's super cute. So, they're doing that. Also, Caitlin from Chronicles of a Book Nerd and Jeanette at Jane Reads are doing the Keep Me in Suspense readathon. I don't have a lot of suspense on this list except Lynette's. So, but they say you don't have to read suspense for the bingo board and all that stuff. And I was not able to co-host again this year. I did last year. So sorry, sisters. I was not able to. But I want to tell you guys about it again. I put it in my community tab already, but tell you guys. So if you want to participate, please go do that and show them your love and support. I will link Caitlin and Jeanette's video down below. I know Jeanette had like some recommendations and all the good things because she loves a good romantic suspense as well. So, but they are doing the Keep Me in Suspense readathon and all the fun things. So, again, I will link that down below. I'm sure there is other things happening in the month of August that I am leaving out, and forgive me if I am. But that is everything I think I wanted to share with you guys. Let me know if you're excited about any of these new releases, if there are any books that are on your radar, and if you've read any of these. I know several of you guys do ARC book reading as well, and you let me know that in the comments. Let me know if you read them already, your reviews, if you like enjoyed the book, that kind of stuff. Also, let me know what you're reading in the month of August. Are you participating in any readathons? Let's just chat as always in the comments. I've been a little bit behind on my comments. Please forgive me. Life is lifing, as they say, but I'm here. I'm still here. I don't know what my content for the month of August is going to look like. I'm hoping for some vlogs. I don't really have any sit-down videos planned. I have so much stuff I want to do, but getting it done. It's going to be another busy month for me with work and all the things. And then in September, it's just like the rest of the year is just crazy. So please forgive me if I have to just do some shorts in replacement of the full-time videos. Who knows? I'm definitely very active on Instagram right now, so please follow me there if you want to. Reminder, I do have Facebook now, Reading with Book Lover Amanda, if you want to check that out too. All the things, they're going to be linked in the description. As always, my blog, you already know, it's in the description. These books are going to be linked, all that good stuff. This may be the longest ending ever, but I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.